Hello there. My name is sometimes Heather and I play Elder Scrolls Online. Today, we are going to continue with the Deadlands Zone story with Inesa here. I will plug in my keyboard. I think we do most Thursdays. There we go. Let's go there and log in. I have two things to tell you. First thing, I have a little bit of a cold, so I may seem a little bit out of it and also sound like a foghorn. Today my daily reward is 10 instant or research scrolls. I rarely use those because I have researched almost everything on my main characters, but they are good to have around. Second thing I need to tell you is that this is my first cup of coffee. Joy. Let's get started. We are in Bargrave in this place.
Are you ready to resume our hunt for the Riven Cataclysm, little mortal? I assumed you'd want time to sample Madame Wim's delights, or explore the splendors of Fargrave. No? Very well. Let us go before more incarnates are unleashed upon the city.
How? We have no idea where Sister Saldina went or where her Riven Cataclysm is.
You are not wrong in your summation, but we are not without avenues to explore. Remember the broken sword hilt you found at Burning Gyre Keep? It carries the mark of the Blade Bearers clan.
And how does that help us?
The Blade Bearers are a Dromora clan who forged their own path. They have no allegiance to Mehrunes Dagon, so I find it curious that their crest was found on a broken sword in the keep. I want to determine their involvement. With your aid, of course.
I will help you investigate the Blade Bearer clan and their connection to the events at the keep.
The Blade Bearers are nomads, but we should find them at a settlement called Wretched Spire. That's in the
As usual, after the initial conversation, we get to explore the lore a little bit better. Before embarking into the fiery parts of Deadlands, we need to speak with Aerox the Mutilator.
You are unlikely to find any of Mehrunes Dagon's servants in Wretched Spire, Master. Long ago, the Prince of Destruction commanded that no Daedra among his legions should look upon that place, or even speak of it. He was quite insistent.
You heard? We're meeting a Dromora named Rinkius there.
Never heard of him, but I do not trust him. I will watch him closely, Master. Sniff out his intentions. I have a keen sense of smell in this otherwise pathetic form. I'd prefer to be huge and powerful again, of course. But this form has some uses.
Why does Mehrunes Dagon want his legions to ignore Wretched Spire?
I do not know. Lord Dagon wasn't in the habit of explaining his commandments. I heard the entire town was dropped into the Deadlands from someplace else. But I was never curious enough to investigate further. Sorry to have failed you, Master.
Open my pack, Aerox.
At once, mortal master.
Oh, he actually hooked. Delightful. So, now we need to go to the Wretched Spire. First, a look at pretty paintings. I have said this before and I will say it again and keep on saying it. Art in Elder Scrolls Online is just blissful. Join me. Um. So we need to go here. How do we get there? How about we try a portal? Oh, that actually needs us here. That will shorten our journey by much. Let's see if I can find the portal. Okay, just follow the quest marker. She said and ran the wrong way. Oh, we're here. Wow. Portal to the Sever. This part of the Deadlands is a little bit less on fire. Let's open that way shrine before we head on over to meet Lyra. Because who knows which path we will take when we return home. Oh no! We need a pit stop before we can do anything, because this one refuses to enter dangerous areas without the ability to turn invisible when sprinting. This is my favorite feeding grounds because two bandits very close to the way shrine. Also, I have a home there. Come here then. Back to stage 4. Oh, we have forgotten today's daily endeavors. Let's look at them. Today's daily endeavors encouraged you to craft 6 items with the Enclosure skill, pick 5 locks, deal damage with siege weapons, loot 20 containers, or complete 1 arena. This week's weekly endeavors encourage you to kill 50 well-possessed, earn 1,250 Talvars through kills and rewards, or complete 9 stages in the Infinite Archive. I chose this because, surprisingly, earning over 1,000 Talvars is quick, fast, easy. All you need is to travel to the Imperial City, head on over to the sewers and kill every monster you meet. 40 minutes tops. Back to the Deadlands. Imperial City is a PvP area, so you'll need to beware of strangers when you enter. Enter the sewers, but generally speaking, when you adventure through said sewers, you rarely meet anyone of a competing faction. Most people you meet are allies, friends. So completing that weekly endeavor can really truly be rather easy. Also, completing 9 stages in the Infinite Archive, if you're into that, can be a lot of fun, but killing 50 world bosses, that takes a lot of time and effort. Oops. I'm quite certain we should have taken the other left.
Why concern yourself with this? We can outlast the mortals.
We are almost at our destination.
I see the last of the fool killers still consorts with mortals.
And I see a blade bearer who could use a new perspective.
An
You
argument.
travel a strange path, Lyranth. I won't ally with kin such as you.
I was not offering an alliance. Mortals, speak to Rinkias. Tell him about burning Gyre Keep.
Speak with Rinkias.
Mortals in the Deadlands exist only at Mehrunes Dagon's sufferance. They grovel in his cult, toil as his slaves, or skulk and hide in places such as this, in the hope he will forget about them. Which are you? And why do you seek the Blade Bearers?
I found a blade bearer's sword at Burning Gyre Keep, along with Knockfrots and the Waking Flame cultists. Names in these quests are horrible.
No Blade Bearer would willingly enter a fortress loyal to Lord Dagon. I'm in search of my clan members who disappeared, however. You say you found one of our swords at Burning Gyre Keep. Tell me, what do you know of the Order of the Waking Flame?
The Order of the Waking Flame has built a device to create incarnates to threaten my world.
Strange. The Blade Bearers I sent in search of the missing kin reported rumors of a dangerous mortal device of some sort. And they disappeared as well. Perhaps they encountered the Waking Flame. Tell me about these incarnates.
Their Tremora transformed into living disasters. We want to destroy the device that creates them.
If Dagon's servants struck down my kin to protect this device, I will punish them. But first, they must be found. My scouts followed rumors to Xynoes's jail and Jin's foundry before they vanished. I will begin there. You may accompany me.
Who are Jind and Genoa? Tell me about them.
Jind is a Dremora kin marcher. She studies relics and devices. Xynoes is Zivilai. He studies pain. They are both subordinates of Valkanaz Novkroz, who you say you encountered at Burning Gyre Keep.
Where do we find these Tremora?
Kinmarcher Jind oversees a foundry in the Sever, not far from Wretched Spire. Xynoaz is a master of a jail in the Burn, a place of suffering. My scouts reported that both seek information about mortal dealings, each in their own way.
Is it unusual for them to be interested in mortals?
It is unusual for two high-ranking lieutenants of Valkanaz Novkroz to suddenly concern themselves with mortals, yes. Novkroz has nothing but contempt for your kind. Is that all? I grow impatient.
All right then. I suppose we didn't need to drag the conversation on for so long, but it's always amusing to see. See Tremora's upset. So we need to now investigate 2 locations. First one here, Jin's foundry, and then we'll go to Zenoa's jail. Jail. That place.
Ika, Drozu, stay vigilant. It's possible our clanmates will return while I am gone.
I have two of my destinations add-on to show me Oblivion portals, such as that one.
The mortal appears. Surprising.
That was actually
Acceptable.
a quest-related portal. Sorry.
I expected you to be killed on your way here. Perhaps you are more capable than you appear. This is the Foundry of Jind, kin marcher under Valkanaz Novkroz. Here she supervises Dremora who study and devise things of interest to the Valkanaz.
What are we looking for here?
Look for strange devices or documents about mortal machines in Jin's foundry. I will search for signs of my blade bearers and question any churls I find. There is a ritual site to the north. Meet me there when you finish searching the foundry.
You don't want to search together?
That would be an inefficient use of my time and abilities. Do not expect me to guard you, mortal, but if you die, as mortals are prone to do, I shall inform Lyrinth. At my convenience.
I will search Jin's boundary and meet you at the ritual site.
I've had few dealings with Kinmarcher Jind, but I will only wait for a brief period at the ritual site after I complete my own investigations. Search quickly if you wish to compare notes.
Okay. So, search Jin's boundary. I'm going to slap a mark there, so I will not.
That ring Caius doesn't know what
direction.
to make of you, Master. He seems like the suspicious type.
I think I can handle this area with only my main weapon. While switching, of course, to backup weapon when I need a heal. I see a quest marker. What happens here? We find a note. Jin's schematic. Examine. First, slay enemy and pop.
A strange drawing, Master. Does Jind intend to construct this thing?
Perhaps. This is not all we find here, it seems. Thieves drop. Let's put it. Inside, among other things, Hexo's Ward Mace. Hexo's Ward is a fun set that grants a damage shield when you deal direct critical damage. One set for a sock who likes to jump headfirst into battle. Like me. Okay. So uncertain which way we are meant to go now. the area we need to explore is relatively large. So perhaps we shall follow the road. Oh, I see a marker. Lisa's build is featured on my channel. I shall link it down below in the description box once we are done with this stream. Here we find Sister Saldina's orders. Kinmarcher Jind. Falkenus Nokrots, not that guy, tells me that you are responsible for acquiring potential subjects. If so, you are delinquent in your duties. To create incarnates suitable for Lord Dagon's purposes, I must have more Dremora. I don't care what kind. Remand all prisoners in your custody to the Devastator who delivers this letter, and then find more. Also, some Waking Flame acolytes have gone missing in the Sever, not far from your foundry. Direct your kin to make a search of the area. I want them located. Sister Saldina.
The mortal woman dares command Jind and Nokfrost? Arrogant. Why does she need so many Dremora?
So reading letters out loud does not agree with me today. Feeling pained, out of breath. Must refrain from reading. Where to next? Do we go here? That's where the road goes, so I suppose. Oh, another thing I meant to tell you. You must remember that our upstairs neighbors have done a little bit of light renovations since July. Well, they've finished. New people have moved in, and now we are blessed with the Sons of Living. Sometimes we get loud footsteps, and this morning I heard that they are building furniture, putting IKEA together. I'm so happy. I can't spot more quest markers, but I do see a sky shard. Now I see a quest marker. Wonderful.
Master, I sense a death storm. If you find it, we may learn something.
A gemstone.
There it is. Touch it, and you hear the victim's last
Oh,
thoughts.
Daedric Deathstone, just like
Enemies make the
here's the
best
mutilator
death
mentioned
stones.
while we were in battle.
I knew that lying Kinmarcher would release me, even if I did translate the note stolen from Sister Saldina. Nokrovs thinks he can make his own catalyst. Let them kill me. He'll never match Sister Saldina's brilliance.
Nokvraz seeks to undermine the mortal Saldina. Two factions.
Oh, it showed us a
vying for
mission.
Lord
I
Dagon's
should have
fate.
watched it. So,
Let us hope for rivers of blood.
So I have failed the touching of the stone part. So our next stop is here. Speak with Rankayas at the ritual site. He can wait. We shall first gather the sky shard in a deep pit below a toiling foundry. I have noted lately that I have a single hair here that wants to go directly into my eye. That forces me to move it off them. A merchant who refuses to speak with me as I am a stage 4 vampire. But one little perk of being a vampire can be easily gone around through using mesmerize on merchants and bankers, but I don't have that equipped on Tinesa, so we shall rely on the merchants and bankers who choose to ignore your condition. All undaunted vendors do that, they don't care if you're a vampire. Also the impresario and her assistant. This is a tenant. And luxury merchants. And there is one banker, at least, in the game who will speak with you even when you are a stage 4 vampire. That is the banker behind the banking booth thingy in Durance Vile City. Let's open that way shrine while we continue to be turned around and mesmerized. Dremora friend must be waiting for us around here somewhere. There you
I thought Jind would slice your flesh to ribbons. You are sturdier than you appear.
The weak mortals would be no...
Mortals have too many expressions. Your face tells me nothing. Did you find anything at the foundry, or did you fail at your task?
Jind is trying to duplicate the cult's plans. Nokbrot wants to build his own cataclysm.
For what purpose? Prince Dagon commanded Valknaz Novkraz and his subordinates to assist the mortals of his waking flame cult. Or so I heard. If the mortals devised a tool for the prince's use, why would the Valknaz need one of his own?
There's more. Sister Saldina ordered Jind to send her more tomorrow.
This reeks of mortal lies and trickery. Mortals do not enslave kin. And yet, I found signs left by my blade bearers. Kin of many clans gathered here before they were taken somewhere else.
Should we search Zenoa's stronghold?
Yes. Kin are not to be used by mortals. The very thought offends me. I must find signs of my missing clanmates. Meet me near the jail of Zenoa's. The area features many deep ravines. Do not fall into one and die. You are not a blade bearer. We will
Let's try
investigate
to
the
avoid
civilized Zenoas.
falling in and
I will
dying.
meet you there, if you survive the journey.
Next stop here. Luckily we have unlocked a way shrine next to that. Otherwise, we would have probably maybe needed to go via Fargrave to reach the portals. This is a safe place, and also I need more coffee, so I'm going to park you here to watch the pretty buildings. I will be right back. I have returned. I have also worn more clothes because I'm cold. That's what you get when you come down with a cold. Am I in the picture? Well, let's hope so. We are going that way. Let's follow the road. There's a sky shot along the way. Up there. Let's get it. Sometimes, quite often actually, Elder Scrolls Online leads you to beautiful, beautiful places through sky shots. This is one of those places. When you look around after retrieving the sky shot, you get a glorious view of the Deadlands. Joy. Moving on. If I was not a stage 4 vampire, I would have probably just hopped down, but vampires are surprisingly fragile. And Caius, you're here.
Grind your mortal bones to ash if he sends you here. Xenoaz is one of Valknar's Novkroz's most fearsome underlings. He commands many Dremora. I do not know if he and Jind work together for their master or if they compete for his approval.
What should I be looking for in the jail?
Blade bearers would not allow themselves to be seen by you, so do not waste your time looking for them. Search for information about the mortal device that drew my scouts to this site. I will look for my kin.
If I discover something useful, how can I find you?
You exhaust me with all these questions. Are all mortals so uncertain? There is a scouts camp north of Xynoaz's jail. I will await you there, but do not dawdle. My patience is extremely limited.
I will look for you beneath the northern cliffs after I'm done here.
Zivali are reckless creatures. They rely on wild emotion and brute strength instead of skill and strategy. Dangerous to the weak or the unwary. You are still here. Was I not specific enough in my warning? Stay alert.
Bias is
mortal.
so entertaining.
You seem to handle yourself well. But Xynoaz is
Now.
dangerous.
Oh, we have our first quest mark right there. How do we... Goodness. How do we reach it?
If Rincaius knew that Aerox
Here?
was your protector, he would be more courteous.
Yes.
My wrath is legendary among the Dremora clans.
ESO is such a polite game. There's always a road that leads you to your destination. Sometimes the road is hidden, yes, but it is always there. Xynoaz's chest search. We find
What a poorly
runic
crafted runic
crux.
crux. Whatever
And
ritual
a
they
scalp.
plan to use it will most likely fail.
Also a herbalist satchel, let's get it. These are the Deadlands version of alchemy notes. Basically, you will find herbs and mushrooms inside. More enemies than I thought. Next quest marker, conveniently closed. Sunfire.
Who approaches?
Here we find
Haven't I
a
suffered
person.
enough?
Disastrix Daedra. Speak with.
You are not one of these monsters. Daedra. Tormentors. They questioned me. Wanted me to demonstrate how to inscribe the runes. I tried to resist. Tell Sister Seltina. I tried.
Inscribe runes for what?
The Cataclyst's runic crux. The focus of its power. These Daedra wanted to make their own. I didn't tell them everything. Tell Sister Seltina. I did not reveal the Blind Seer's final gift.
The Blind Seer?
I never met him, but he invented the Cataclyst. We followed his schematics. The day of Lord Dagon's triumph draws near. I hope to see it. Damn Knockfrost and his torturer.
The Riven Cataclysm. Where can I find it?
Hidden. Safe. Knockfrost envies us. Hates Sister Seltina. Knockfrost fears that mortals will bring about Lord Dagon's triumph. Not Dremora. So he had me tortured. Help me.
What do you need? Do you need a healer? I have a healer.
He probably didn't even provide the torturer with much
I don't
sport.
like it when NPCs die. So, which way do we turn now? We have a huge puddle of lava here, and I don't think we're supposed to go through it. Our area to explore ends here. Can't see a path. This is where we came from, but that doesn't mean that there can't be another lead or whatever this way. Let's investigate. We came through this way shrine, so perhaps this way? No, the other way? Another big puddle of lava. Hesitated, almost got it. Let's go buy this, for this, and see what's here. Nothing. Perhaps here? This looks promising, but who knows? We are almost at the center of our area to explore, and here we find Uncle Sheo. Also, Uncle. Uncle sketch. Examine.
More scratchings? They really are trying to build their own cataclysm, Master.
So now we have completed exploring this area and can find Rinkaias over there somewhere. A clumpier hiding beneath the ledge. Cute. Two clumpies. They always jump at you. Do like initiate combat. Predictable creatures. I like that. My shrine unlocked, now let's find Ring Heights.
You have found information. Perhaps you have proven yourself a useful companion after all. What have you learned?
Zenoa is trying to duplicate the cult's plans. Nokrabrot wants to build his own cataclysm.
Of course. Arkanaz Novkroz refuses to accept that the mortal followers of Mehrunes Dagon can succeed where he has failed. A useful insight. What else did you find out?
I found drawings and a runic crux, and I learned that a blind seer invented the cataclysm.
Blind seer? That means nothing to me. Nor can I make sense of the drawing. The runic crux, however. The work seems poorly done. Xynoaz's methods have their limitations. I found something as well. A hidden message from my blade bearers.
Like the one you found at Jin's Foundry? Did your scouts find the cataclysm?
My kin learned little that we did not already know. They waited here, hoping to trail a waking flame messenger back to Sister Seldina. Since they are not here, it must have worked. Which leaves us no closer to finding this mortal device, or my kin. Defective parts, strange scribblings, the inventions of a blind seer. I hope Lyranth learned more in Fargrave.
The inventions of a blind seer. Interesting. I believe we know his name.
Elagian. That's what I remembered earlier. Lyranth helped me.
Elagian? That old lunatic? He was locked in the blood pit last I knew.
Did that Daedra talk?
His pathetic form holds Arox the Mutilator, Titan of Destruction! Master, let's talk.
Speak with Arox the Mutilator.
Not so long ago, the blood pit trembled at the mere rumor of my approach. They cowered before me. I first encountered Elagian there. He was quite mad. Probably still is. I'm not sure what he'll be able to tell you, Master.
What is the blood pit, and how do you know Elagian?
The blood pit is a foul prison that I once oversaw. When I was cursed, I awoke there in this reduced form, cast down with others who offended Mehrunes Dagon. That's where I met Elagian. He was locked in a prison within the prison. The Durance Vile.
Do you know who Elagian is, or why he was imprisoned?
Master, I am not sure if Elagian knows who Elagian is, or why he is there. You'll see. The blood pit lies northwest of Burning Gyre Keep. I can guide you, but the presence of powerful Daedra not aligned with Prince Dagon will be noticed.
Noticed? What do you mean?
The blood pit imprisons disloyal Daedra with mystic wards. Lyranth and the Blade Bearer would have to shatter those wards to enter. Mortals, the walls and rocks are enough to bar your path. Your Dremora allies cannot come with us.
Won't the port stop you too?
I was imprisoned there before I escaped, only to be captured by the Collector. Damn his many eyes! They never were able to overcome my natural immunity to the wards. Something to do with my position before I was cursed, I imagine.
Hop in my pack,
Let us
Arox.
depart, Master.
Hop.
Let's meet at the blood pit.
Precious.
If I know Elagian, maybe he knows me.
So now we need to go to the blood pit. All the way there. Let's. We shall run via the road because it's easy and safe. also gives us a chance to admire the views, which from this angle, granted, are a little bit, well, rocky. I really enjoy the color of the light in the Deadlands. Pink and orange light are
Over
my
here, friend.
favorites.
No one's come in or out while I've been waiting. The blood
Speak with
pit.
Ingrid.
If names are omens, then this is a dire one. After what Aarox told us about the place, I admit I wouldn't want to set foot there until we exhausted every other lead we had.
Do you think you might have been imprisoned here?
I'm not sure. Wouldn't a place like this leave scars you couldn't forget?
If you didn't meet Elegian here, then where else could you know him from?
I don't know. And what does it matter? However we met, I just hope Elegian can tell me who I was before this mask was adhered to my face. It would also be nice if he can tell us something useful about the Riven Cataclysm.
Explore the blood pit.
There, an overseer. Let's see what's going on.
Where?
The blind old fool is useless. All he did was babble about
there.
nonsense.
He is becoming resistant to the elixir, Balkanar's Knockcross. There's nothing to be done.
Nothing to be done. Be grateful that I am not my predecessor, Aarox the Mutilator.
We know him. So?
Knockcross is weak. I would have killed the Overseer for her failure.
Now we need to go down there. Looks scary.
Careful. Overseer on the left.
Overseer on the left.
Do you
That
have any
way.
idea when we can expect Aarox the Mutilator to return?
What?
Aarox never left. I had him cursed. Turned him into a Daedra.
Knockcross? He did this to me? That bloodless ash pile!
Improve the elixir before I return. And forget him.
Straight into the back. Meet quite a few enemies here, but they don't seem to be seriously difficult. What is a bit difficult though is flame turrets.
Volkanar's Knockfrost mentioned a black.
Didn't mean to speak with the Anchorite. I thought that was loot. So, do we go down there or up the hill? I say we go down here. We meet a ruiner. If that's how you pronounce it. Names in this game don't come with instructions on pronunciation.
The Warden's Overlook is nearby. The entrance is a portal. We might find the location of Elegian's Durance Vile there.
Now we need to find an entrance to the Orsi's villa. It seems. Does that look like a portal? I think it does.
There, Master! The to the Warden's overlook.
Did you hear my stomach singing the song of its people? I'm hungry. Now we find a blood pit map. A bridge, a watcher, and a dude.
That map was obviously drawn by a prisoner.
Thank you, Toad. And also blood pit prisoner. A list of prisoners held in the blood pit. The name Elegian appears near the top of the list with the notation confined in the Durance Vile by special order in the southwest section of the prison. Near the bottom of the list, under secret prisoners, you notice the name Aerox the Mutilator. Beside the name is a notation: gone missing or possibly eaten by mortal prisoners. Either way, don't tell Valkinus Nocturus.
Look up there! Nokros returns!
Have you completed your interrogation, Valkinus Nokros?
Nothing but a waste of time. Just more of the same. Secure the Durance Vile until I return. I must go. That tiresome mortal Selvina insists on my presence.
These guys?
Improve the elixir before my next interrogation.
Guys.
He's getting away! I'll kill him!
Calm down, Aerox. It seems we need to return here. And then we see a very clear marker to a doorway. Which leads to the Durance Vile. Talk to the Anchorite.
I remember the smells of this place. The old seer should be behind a glowing door.
So many pretty things.
So close, but one more obstacle. Any ideas?
Oh. I've been wondering what to do with one terrarium. And now I know what to, or what kind of a fixture to use to prop it up a little bit. Make it like a center point in a room.
If Aerox is right, Elegian is behind that glowing door. That's a lot of security for one old blind seer, though. I guess we need to figure out how to open Elegian's cell if I really want to talk to him.
Having second thoughts, I figured you'd be eager to find out what Elegian knows about your past.
Yeah, I thought so too. But what if something in my past is terrible? What if that's why I can't or won't remember? Alright, let's do this. I think we can use lucent crystals, just like back at the bathhouse in the shambles.
Lucents? Remind me about those.
Lucents can be charged with energy and used to activate all sorts of things. Like opening that door, maybe. Gather some lucents and look for a dynamis font to charge them. There's got to be one around here. Maybe on the balcony up above?
Alright, I will look for lucents.
Spend any amount of time scavenging.
I remember. There's a rune of unsealing on the balcony above. It unlocks the cell door.
And look over there, a charged lucent.
A charged lucent.
Now place the charged lucent in the discharge labyrinth.
Here? No. There. I remember one.
Discharge labyrinths on the balcony above. Find some lucents, charge them, then place them up there.
The masked one speaks true. We need charged lucents.
One quest that had to do with lucents, and I remember also that I struggled for a long time with that. Was it perhaps this one? I do not know. Do we have more lucents in this place? For this level, let's see. We have a speak with Anchorite message or marker there. We have two of these things here. Don't see anything else. Ouch. How do we charge these lucent things? Activate the rune of unsealing. Use front place. 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 Are they now charged? Do I go back upstairs and place the lucents in the thingies we saw there? Yes, we do. Place and place.
Hurry! Activate the rune of unsealing before an overseer comes round.
Good. The sooner we finish with the old seer, the sooner we can punish Knockfrost.
We have succeeded, and now we can enter Elgine's cell. Through here?
That did it.
Yes.
Now let's see what Elgian can tell us about catalysts.
Succeeding.
Maybe my hidden past.
A noise. Is someone there? No. No more visions. I don't want to drink anymore. Drink, brink, sink.
The blind seer is mad. I warned you, Master.
Uncle Sheo has touched this one.
The old man in my
Can you hear all of them? I hear all of them. Pour the season on the coals. All good children get sweet rolls.
Elgine, can you hear me? Where can we find the Riven Cataclysm?
More questions? No more questions. Is it the season of blossoms yet? That was always my favorite.
Elgine, you're not making any sense.
All my ideas gone. They poured them out, and now I'm an empty bottle. So empty. Sometimes everything is right again. Usually not. But so many, many questions. I won't answer them unless... Do you smell flowers? Flowers, cowers, showers.
Knockfrost mentioned an elixir, didn't he? If you can find one, maybe it'll calm him down.
We need to find an elixir. Pile of jellied yellow clock. Perhaps this is it.
That smells like rendered okram fat. I like it, but it might kill the old seer.
Here we find a vial of clotted blue liquid.
Oh, bile. Delicious. But probably not what you'd use to clear a mortal's mind.
Perhaps a vial of pungent syrup is what we need.
That smells wrong. All heat and mortal sweat. Trust me.
I don't want to know what else. How about vial of grass green elixir? Sounds nicer than the rest.
That bottle smells of Nern. I hate it. But this ridiculous nose of mine is not wrong. Try it, Master. Pour it on the braziers.
Pour on braziers.
Try pouring the...
Yes. Oh, that's so pretty. He seems less mad.
My mind grows still, free of those awful visions. I do not know you, stranger, but I thank you. And the others I hear. The elixir grants me only a few moments of clarity, so speak swiftly. What do you ask of me?
We're looking for the Riven Cataclysm. Can you help us?
That vile creation. Nokros was just here asking about it. The Riven Cataclysm is my burden, my punishment, my greatest sorrow. I did not realize the purpose my designs would be turned to. Why do you seek it?
We plan to destroy it. The incarnates it creates threaten Fargrave and Naren.
Yes, I believe you speak true. Destroying it would be good. You can get to the Cataclysm by going to Annihilox's summit. Nokros speaks freely in my presence. He thinks me mad, that I hear nothing. Well, I am mad and blind, but I'm not deaf.
My companion, the Anchorite. Do you know her?
The Anchorite? No, I've not heard that word. But I sense my work. She wears my mask, doesn't she? I crafted that cursed item. It suppresses memories, both the wearers and those who knew the wearer. Everyone forgets. Speak quickly, stranger.
Tell me more about the Anchorite's mask.
I cannot tell you who I made the mask for or why. The enchantment I devised does not simply abolish the wearer's memories. It erases the wearer from the memory of anyone who knew her. Whoever she was, that person is forgotten.
But I haven't forgotten about her.
Of course not. The mask hides who she was, not who she is now. Think twice before you seek to unbind the mask from your friend. That curse was most likely put in place for her own protection.
Thank you, Elegian. We will take care of the Cataclysm.
You seem like a kindly old owl. I wish I could help you.
A kindly old owl. I remember a young girl called me that once. I have something for you.
Something for me? What is it?
This amulet. I've been saving it for so long. For you, I think. Now go. My mind. Kind, blind. It fills with a storm.
Oh, I wish we could adopt.
Sewer on the east wall. That's our exit, Master. We should hurry and return to Wretched Spire.
And
Goodbye,
once again,
old owl.
the game gives us a
Let's meet back at
convenient
Wretched
exit.
Spire. He remembered my mask and this amulet, but he didn't remember me.
Return to the Wretched Spire. Can we easily get to that way, right? Let's see. Sprinting as a stage 4 vampire turns you invisible, and that makes everything a bit more convenient. That's about the level of convenience we get for this kind of cast, but I will take it and be happy. If I don't place a marker, I will run in the wrong direction. I have proven this to myself many times. Everyone, speak with Darren.
Interesting. You appear to have survived Dagon's worst prison and suffered little to no damage. And your demeanor suggests that you succeeded in your mission, though the anchorite seems distressed. Tell me, what happened in the blood pit?
We found El Giant. He told us we can find the Riven Catalyst by going to Anilark's summit.
I know an Ilark summit, a high peak in the Sever, inhospitable to mortals, and Dremora for that matter. Few go there. It would be a perfect place to hide the Riven Cataclysm. But what's wrong with the anchorite? Did Elegine recognize her?
No, but he made her mask. Said it makes her forget her past and makes those who knew her forget her.
Did he know? The Cataclysm and the mask. This Elegine is clever indeed. I am more determined than ever to examine the Riven Cataclysm in detail. We must also keep the Waking Flame from misusing it, of course.
So let's head to Anilark summit and finish this.
Patience, mortal. You have done well. Take pride in your accomplishments and accept this minor token of my appreciation. With Rinkias, Arox, and the Anchorite at our side, we may yet complete both our missions. Prepare yourself. We move out shortly. Look at us, Come, little mortal. Let us speak.
And thus we have completed the third stage of the zone story here in the Deadlands. We shall pick this up next Thursday. For now, I do believe the time has come to say goodbye. For now, I will return, as mentioned, next Thursday at 2 p.m. to continue from here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.